Hi, welcome to another episode of Way with Words. Today we want to talk about what's missing in your writing. More specifically, who's missing in your writing. I would like you as a writer to introduce to me as a reader the character known as Stormy Jake. The trick is I would like to be introduced to this character without any visual reference. I don't care what Stormy looks like, but we have other senses that you as a writer can use to portray this character to an interested reader. For example, what does Stormy sound like? Maybe it's the quality of his voice, like mine, which is failing me at the minute. Or maybe it's just the sound of the way he walks. Maybe his boots squeak. Maybe his pants rustle against each other like the corduroy things we had to wear years and years ago that fortunately this generation has been spared. Maybe his bones make noise when he moves. Maybe he talks to himself. Maybe he mumbles. Maybe he talks to God. Maybe he whistles. Maybe he makes some sort of sound that would give us an indication of what kind of character this person is. Maybe he's not a person. Maybe he's a machine, in which case the sounds could be the gears grinding or the tires squealing if he's a car. Anyway, let's get some sound effects into the description of Stormy Jake, like thunder, Stormy, come on. Another thing that could be used to bring this character to life is what Stormy feels like. What textures does Stormy bring to mind? If it's a person, is the skin smooth? Is it leathery? Those are kind of obvious. If it has hair, is the hair pokey? Are there whiskers? You might notice I no longer do, but will again. So other kinds of things of texture. If it's in an environment, what's the upholstery like that the person's sitting on? Just ways to fill in that sort of environment. Texture is a very great way to pay attention to some detail that will evoke the setting to the reader. Taste is another one. It's going to be difficult to say how a character might taste unless you want to go there, but don't. But maybe there is some sort of feeling about that. Maybe the character reminds you of baked pie. Maybe it's a vinegary thing. You get this sense of it doesn't sit right with me. So explore taste. That would have to be a little more subtle, but there might be something there to use. So using the other senses, how the character sounds, how it feels, how it tastes, all useful. And keep trying to find other ways to bring the person to life for us. Why this is useful is because we are a visual society, but if you fill in that blank for the reader, you cut off the reader's imagination. By leaving the visual blank, it invites the reader in to fill that in because we don't want that to be blank, but we want to imagine it for ourselves. And as your readers begin to imagine the visual effect of your character, it becomes more real for them, and you have now achieved something which is drawing the reader into your story. And in fact, were several of those readers to get together and talk about Stormy Jake, one of the things that would be interesting is how each of them visually filled in the blank of Stormy. So there's some ideas about how to develop a character, and I look forward to hearing, smelling, tasting, and feeling how you've done with this assignment, should you choose to accept it. So there's a link on the bottom. You can send us your samples. We'll go through them, and we'll post some of the best ones and have some fun with it. Thank you. Look forward to talking to you again.